Among the many scholars who have contributed to the history of Islamic knowledge, science, and philosophy, Ibn Rushd holds a prominent place. He was a Muslim philosopher, theologian, physician, and jurist. In the West, he is known as Averroes. He was born in Cordova in 1126 AD. Now, let's discuss his philosophical thought. Ibn Rushd believed that the primary means of gaining human knowledge is through reasons and philosophy. He argued that Islam doesn't forbid rationalism. In fact, the Quran itself calls upon people to think and reflect. He attempted to harmonize religion and philosophy. He believed that religion and philosophy aren't opposed to one another, rather, both seek the truth of God, though they follow different methods. Ibn Rushd is famously known as the commentators because of his extensive commentaries on the Greek philosopher Aristotle. These commentaries had a significant influence in Europe during the Renaissance. Ibn Rushd criticized Imam al-Ghazali, and now we will explain why. Through philosophers like Al-Kindi and Al-Farabi, Greek philosophers began influencing Islamic thought, a trend that conservative scholars opposed. Imam al-Ghazali wrote Tahafut al-Falasifa. The meaning of the book is the incoherence of philosophers. He argued that the foundation of knowledge is not human reasoning but divine revelation.
In reply, Ibn Rushd wrote Tahafut al-Tahafut, emphasizing the importance of human reason over pure revelation. He argued that only those who have sincerely studied philosophy can critique it meaningfully. It is said that Imam al-Ghazali wasn't more knowledgeable than Ibn Sina. Imam al-Ghazali had accused Ibn Sina of heresy or kufr. Kufr means the denial of God. Let's now discuss why this accusation was made against Ibn Sina. Ibn Sina, in support of Aristotle's philosophy, believed that the universe wasn't created from nothing, rather, it always existed. However, the Quran states that God created the universe from nothing. Therefore, Imam al-Ghazali accused him of heresy for contradicting the Quran. Ibn Rushd, defending Ibn Sina, argued that a closer examination of the Quranic verses suggests that God didn't create the universe from absolute nothingness, but rather the universe may have always existed in some form. Thus, Imam al-Ghazali's accusation of kufr against Ibn Sina was baseless. Aristotle believed that every effect has a cause. Nothing happens without a reason. This cause and effect principle is a key concept in philosophy. Ibn Rushd accepted this principle of Aristotle. However, Imam al-Ghazali criticized it in Tahafut al-Falasifa, arguing that causality is not necessary. Things happen only because God wills them to happen. In response, Ibn Rushd wrote that one who denies the law of causality must also deny that there is a creator behind every creation and action. The philosophy of Ibn Rushd had a significant impact on Europe. His translated works reached the Latin-speaking world and deeply influenced European Renaissance and scholastic philosophy. Thinkers like Thomas Aquinas were profoundly influenced by philosophical commentaries of Ibn Rushd. Though Ibn Rushd was once considered controversial in the Islamic world. In the modern era, he is honored as a symbol of rationalism. Now we have reached a conclusion. Ibn Rushd was a brilliant scholar who built bridges between science, religion, and philosophy. His thoughts remain relevant today, and especially for societies that seek a balance between religious faith and free thought, no more today.